Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys. Today probably it makes sense to take a look at the euro currency finally, since we haven't taken a look at it within the week, because if you remember on Monday we have estimated the target that should be hit on the current week based on some intraday behavior that mostly shows the bullish sentiment. And after that we have turned to some other currencies. So we have discussed the New Zealand dollar and Great British pound on this current week, so it's a lot of interesting setups had been discussed. But right now, it really was choice just between the euro currency and New Zealand dollar, because on the Kiwi, finally some upward retracement has started that we had discussed, and maybe it will give us opportunity for taking the short position while it still stands on the way, so it hasn't been finished yet. At the same time, on the euro currency, market has hit our target, so both of the currencies need some discussion. But since euro currency right now stands in the primary place, so it's really all investors and analysis are talking about the France elections, and in general the euro currency right now is the major currency that is discussing. So that's why I have chosen also the euro currency, just to discuss what could happen in a few hours, because I do not see any really big sense to talk on what will happen on Monday, so we do not know the results. It's obvious. But with a few hours, it could be interesting what we could get here. And major driving factor, as you understand today, will be the non-farm payroll list. Reuters poll suggests that numbers should be approximately 185,000. That's the consensus. So you could, if you trade the data releases, you could take it into consideration as the average. So it's better numbers probably will lead to drop on the euro currency's worst numbers probably could trigger some more upward action. But the numbers themselves right now is not really interesting. Markets right now mostly driving watching for inflation, so in the wages. So what the percent of the changes growth of the growing in the wages. So this is right now major number will be in report. So anyway, on the technical picture, what we have finally, our targets 10980 has been hit. So by this action, market has completed as this large A, B, C, bottom D pattern. This dot line is the first pattern, and this smaller red line, A, B, C equal D pattern. So both patterns have been completed. Also take a look, that's not just ABCD target, but it's also the fib level. And this is also with this top, as you can see, this top, this low, 618.109.73 is the fib resistance, and that's why this is also an agreement, not just the ABCD target, but agreement by the Jordan Apple. So a combination of the target of some extension with the fib resistance. This creates the stronger level. Taking into considerations that investors hardly will hold the position through the weekend. Initially, we could count in a normal situation, we could count on some further continuation here, because we see a really fast acceleration. And usually when market shows such acceleration to the target, it gives a hint on some further continuation here. But in the current situation, I think that's not really a good idea right now. We're taking long with the further upward action. Although it's really good follow, but it's not really big distance and not a lot of times till the end of the session. So we think I call you to think twice before you will decide to take the long position here. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you can see that our butterfly has been completed. It's a bit flat, it's a bit wide, but still it's butterfly. As you can see, fast acceleration right with 21.27 target. Usually, as I said, it usually leads to upward continuation to the 1618. Actually, guys, it's not really a big difference. So 161.8 stands 110.15 approximately. Maybe on volatility on a non-farm payroll release market will touch by the shadow, some spike could happen, something like that. So adherence will touch also 161.8. It's also possible. But currently, taking into consideration all factors, I think that it's not very suitable situation for taking the long position here. Mostly due to resistance that we have on the daily chart. Here is also we see the bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence that mostly has been done, as market already has taken out of this top. So here everything looks really fine. In the nearest hours, guys, if you're trading on intraday charts, if you're a scalp trader, you could watch for this pattern. So as soon as market has completed the target, double ripple sell is forming on hourly chart. It's really nice pattern, nice thrust up. Here a small retracement. It was not the 3-8 of this first leg, so that's why we could treat this action as the single thrust, unite thrust. Close below the 3x3, close above, and creating the new top. This is very good sign for the double repo pattern. Now as market is near closing with the second time below the 3x3, this could trigger the meaningful retracement. So usually the minimum target of the double repo pattern is the 50% support of the whole thrust, and it stands 1 or 930. So it's 40 pips here. Some excellent scalp trade is possible. But of course it should be closed before non-farm payroll release. Whether it will reach target or not. If of course you do not want to hold the position for the non-farm release. Also, who knows if numbers will be good, it's could trigger, particularly this drop could be triggered by the numbers. It's also possible. But I just share with you the technical setups that we have in the current session. So we will not take a look at the Monday on Tuesday, but it's focusing just on the current session. So that being said, on the euro currency, our major target has been hit. So that's why we call you to avoid any position before second round in France election. If you're a scalp trader, you could think about the trading of this double repo sell pattern with a retracement to target around 1 or 930. That's our position on the euro currency.